the issue of homelessness increase year by year by year. And the idea that people have no place to go and no place to get resources other than to come out of the heat or out of the cold if they come here is a bit of a helpless feeling. And it's helpless for us at the library to not know how to help. I can only imagine what it is for those people that are dealing with the issue of homelessness. So the idea that there's a place in the daytime where someone can help them with resources that will make their lives better is absolutely the right answer for the Schultz.
From a judge's standpoint, it's vital. Any project that's helping people get back on their feet financially is so critical. And in thinking about this, in Northwest Alabama, we no longer have the luxury of thinking that homelessness is not here. It is here. It's while you don't see a lot of homeless people on the street, it is ever present. I'm hearing about it in our schools. We are seeing it in the criminal justice system. People that know that they can commit a petty crime to get put back in our jail for food and shelter will do that. And so that burdens our system even more. Our prisons are filled with people that may be there because they were homeless. I know of a person right now in our jail that grew up with them, known them all my life, broke into a church annex because they were hungry. He was homeless, but because he had prior felonies, he may be looking at prison just because he broke into a church facility because he was hungry.
There are way too many reasons for me to even go into. For us, for our agency, I think it would be primarily the idea of having that one-stop shopping. I have case managers that work very, very hard to try to locate people through outreach services. And what we find is that, we can link folks to resources, but if we can't find them, we can't do that. And if someone's homeless, my staff are going to spend days and days trying to locate where that person is, who the last person that saw them might be. So kind of having that entry point, that contact point where I can call and say, hey, we haven't seen so-and-so in a while, they've missed their injection, how can we get them back in to get their medication? We have good contacts here at our agency. We pride ourselves on having good communication with other agencies and having great partnerships, but still having everyone working together for the common cause of getting these folks their basic needs met and then hopefully finding them permanent housing. And for our mentally ill folks, that's a real challenge. And I think that's become more evident in the last couple of years because so many state hospital beds have closed and so many people are being put out into the community without having the knowledge of how to live independently, how to apply for their disability check, how to get it back, how to pay for a $3 prescription. And people don't realize, they think $3 sounds like nothing, but when you have nothing, $3 is something you need for your medicine that you don't have. And we can help people with that, but again, it's finding them and having someone that can help us find them. Transportation has always been a huge problem. We struggle with it. I know most of the agencies in town struggle with it, but this project, having the transportation piece and those needs met, I think is so important because it's going to allow folks to network even better. Having a place where we can just refer there and that place starts the process going, starts helping them get all of those needs met, to me that's just incredible.
Homelessness is so much more than just a housing issue. We have several local shelters in this area that are there to provide a bed for the night, but because of their hours of operation, they're not in a position to prevent homelessness. If we had a local day facility for our homeless to be able to come to do laundry and get basic living, have a career counselors, substance abuse counselors, mental health professionals there to help them reach out into the community and access services that not only helps them make a new life for their families and rebuild their own self-worth, so that when they are leaving the shelter at 7 o'clock in the morning, they know that they have a place to go to. Well, they will be empowered and affirmed, and they are able to really reach out into our community and able to access social service agencies that are in this local area that are operating the same time a day treatment facility would be in effect.
Homelessness affects university students as well. I had a wonderful opportunity to work alongside a group of students from UNA at a community dinner. And as we sat down alongside the guests, I realized that many of our students were suffering from similar issues of food insecurity as well. College students have a tendency to consider these things a little more glamorous. Something like couch surfing sounds like an adventure, but ultimately it's homelessness. And these programs are absolutely critical. Universities, administration, faculty, and programs can only do so much. It takes a whole community to support a university student to give them an opportunity to be successful.
We need a resource center for our homeless students who've been identified because that center will be available 8 to 5, Monday through Fridays, including days that may not be open here at the central office. And so our students, our families need a resource that they can depend on 365 days of the year. And a resource center will fill that gap when we are not available. And it's having that partnership with the resource center staff that we can help our kids.
I think it would be great because we still have people that fall through the cracks, people who don't know about the resources that are available. Sometimes victims of domestic violence and sexual assault have to feel like they have to choose between getting help and homelessness, and we want everybody to know that we're available, and this will be a way to help those who are homeless know that we're here for them too.
The Resource Center will be beneficial to the shelters because it will provide hope. And with hope, that's helping others prosper every day. It will be a place for them to go and not wander the streets, and provide hope and to show the community that we do care, and most importantly, to show our clients that we do care.